Yo, what up, man? In today's video, I want to talk about why I haven't been shooting music videos. A lot of y'all have been here on this channel for a long time. Y'all know I used to only shoot music videos. That was all I was interested in. I don't want to hear nothing about short films or shooting any sort of narrative piece or commercial or nothing. All I want to do is music videos. So why in the world haven't I shot a music video in going on 6 months? I want to address that in today's video. This video is going to be a lot less scripted. A lot of my stuff, my YouTube content, I write down the majority of stuff that I'm going to say. Going to be a lot different in this video. I'm just going to let my thoughts roam. So let's dive straight into it. Let's talk about my most recent music videos, my experience shooting those. I guess we'll start there. So my last music video I shot was in November. I shot a video for Redhead. It was dope. I enjoyed it. It was a piece that I was very excited about. Had a lot of cool colors. Pretty much everything creatively there was my own take on it. Artist had no say so. It was dope as hell. And then the two music videos I shot before that I was really excited about as well. I shot the video for Sob's Story. I also shot a video for T Crooks out in LA. Really dope projects. Had a lot of fun doing them. So why in the world do I not want to shoot another music video? This kind of stems from I wouldn't say one negative, but it's just like a series of negatives that just kind of stacked on top of each other that kind of got me to a point that's like, yo, why am I even doing this? And I went very in depth on this topic. Me and my fiance, we just started the It's Whatever podcast. It's a link down in the description if you want to check it out. We talked about quitting our careers because she used to be a photographer. So if you want to know more about this deep in the surface level than what I'm going to go on this YouTube video, go check out the podcast. Anyways, it's like a series of negatives that kind of stacked up on top of each other that got me to a point that was just like, yo, I really don't want to do music videos anymore. The first negative, and I think the most evident one that a lot of you guys are probably experiencing if you get into music videos at all, is money. It's no secret that music videos don't really pay that well unless you're doing big, high-end, high-budget, high-profile clientele. You shoot music videos for popular artists, very famous artists, you're probably making a substantial amount of money on music videos. Other than that, you got a DSLR in your hand, you're just getting into the game, you're probably making a couple $100 at most with music videos. That is what it is. And it's really no different for me. I think that that's cool and it's amazing for people who have just gotten into music video creation, but I've been into music videos since like 2011, and it's been a journey. Obviously, I'm making more money than I was in 2011, but I'm not making a substantial enough amount of money. I'm not making enough substantial money in music videos to make that my sole income source. Now, given if I had to, I would make it work. Like, that is what it is. I'm a hustler, I'm a grinder. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm not about to, go broke and lose my house and my car if I have the means to go do it. You know what I mean? If push come to shove, I'm gonna book more music videos, I'm gonna charge more, I'm gonna make it happen. That's just me and my mentality when it comes to finances. I'm gonna be good regardless. But music videos, they don't really make that much money. And that's a negative. To be completely honest with y'all, I make the majority of my money here on YouTube. It's amazing. It wasn't always like that. At one point in time, music videos were my sole source of income, and that's why you guys saw the influx of me shooting a ton of music videos. I had a music video every single week that I was doing it behind the scenes for. Sometimes 2 in a week, 3 in a week. We were just getting it popping, and that's because I had to grind and get that money in and make it happen. But now that I'm here on the YouTube platform, I kind of see things from a different perspective when it comes to money. So money is definitely one of the things that were like a negative for me. I'm just not making money doing it. I'm busting my ass. I'm out there for hours. I'm putting a ton of time into editing. I'm color grading every single clip down to a T, and it's just like, yo, I'm really hustling for nothing when it comes to financials. And money's not everything, but it's definitely something that adds to the negative for me. The second negative, and one that's probably less evident for you guys, is viewership. So I'm gonna just get this out of the way. Everybody who makes something, you are artists, you make music, you paint, you make music videos, you make short films, whatever art field you're in. A lot of people love to say, do it for the love of it. And that's not wrong. That's not wrong. You know what I mean? You're gonna continue to do something if you love it, regardless of the viewership on the stuff that you're producing. But as an artist, if you create something that you're happy about, something that you love, and something that, gets you hype, you want the most amount of people around the world to see it. When I first got into YouTube and I first started doing my music video content, my behind the scenes content, my tutorial content, it was a lot more viewership around the content that I was producing, which got me hype and made me want to produce more of it because there was more people seeing it. It was a vast audience who were actually interested in the music video content that I was making. And nowadays, when I actually create music videos that I'm psyched and I love, like the past 3 that I've made, and they don't get as many views that they take on viewership, it's kind of like discouraging. You know, as shallow as it sounds and as stupid as it sounds, being an artist, you get it. You want the most amount of people to see your stuff. You want to get the most amount of likes, and you want all the shallow shit that comes with viewership, even though it's shallow as hell. That's just me keeping it real and me just being 100 with it. It might sound stupid to a lot of y'all, but deep down inside, you feel me. You want your shit viewed by as many people as possible, and that just is what it is. So viewership definitely was something that piled up on top of it. It's like, yo, I'm busting my ass. I'm not making no money. Nobody's viewing the shit, which means nobody really cares about it. So those 2 negatives right there just kind of stacked up on top of each other for me. And the last negative that will kind of piggy bank off into the next topic is the repetitive nature of what I was doing. Now, this is all solely on me. This is something that I should have tried to correct and try to change ASAP. You know, as a creator, I'm gonna get back into the creator talk. As a creator, you strive to create a routine for yourself. If you paint, you know that you might want your small brushes on this side and your big brushes on this side because that's just what works for you. If you do photography, it's like, okay, I got a set of 2 poses that I know every time will get the model right and it'll make them look good. It's just examples of what I'm talking about. So as a music video director, this is like the worst thing in the world for you, trying to create that repetitive nature and that repetitive sort of schedule-like mentality with creating music videos, because you get into a repetitive nature. And it's with everything, whether it's with pricing. You might think like, okay, I know that if I throw this price at this client, they'll easily accept it, and this is an automatic booking. So you get into a repetitive nature, charging the same thing for your music video content, regardless of how complex it may be. And then the second thing is like, okay, I know that this lighting setup worked on this last music video, so I'm gonna do it for this next one. And I know that this effect right here worked on this music video, so I'm gonna do it for the next one. And I know this angle worked on this music video, so I'm gonna do it on the next one. And then before you know it, you're in a repetitive nature with the content that you're creating, and you're making the exact same music video over and over, which is bad. It's horrible. It's cool to have a style and to have something distinct and something. It's cool to have a look in the music video that people will, absolutely, notice when they see it. But the people who really strive and the people who really succeed and the people who really push the boundaries are trying to switch it up and outdo their last project every single time. So for me, with the music videos that I was making and also the YouTube content that I was making, I'm trying to create a schedule-like basis for everything so that I can push this stuff out as fast as possible. So I feel like I started to get into a repetitive nature with the content that I was making and also the music videos that I was making. So the repetitive nature of it all kind of just killed it for me. It's like, yo, this is boring. This is the same thing over and over. And I feel like the viewers notice it as well. That might be a direct correlation to the viewership and everything with the music videos that I was making. It's like, okay, how many times do we want to see you film a close-up and a wide and a medium shot on the artist jumping around with this cool light? Like, you know what I mean? It might be a direct correlation to that as well. So I feel like me trying to get into a repetitive nature and a routine with my music videos led me to a repetitive hate for it. It's just like, yo, I hate this. I don't want to continue to do the same thing. I don't want to work with the same artists. I don't want to work in the same genre field. I don't want to keep doing trap rap and stuff like that. And I feel like that right there really killed it for me. So with me not making any money, I'm looking over here to make sure I still got time on this memory card. So with me making no money, with me not getting views and the viewership on the music video content dying, nobody cares about it, nobody wants to watch the shit, and also me doing the exact same thing over and over, it really killed my passion for creating music videos. So I feel like those three things right there, got me to a point that's just like, yo, I don't like this. And it's wild because I've been thinking that and I've been feeling that for like over a year. I would come home from shoots with my fiance and be like, damn, I think I really want to quit this. I really thought I was gonna quit music videos like 5 months ago. I was like, damn, I don't know. I dropped a music video I was excited about. I thought it was cool. I thought it looked dope. Nobody watched. I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe nobody cares about this shit. And then it got me thinking like, damn, maybe I don't really care about this shit either. And people feel that, if you're not passionate about what you're doing, people can feel that energy, you know? So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Well, you know, I'm gonna take a break from the music videos. I might not want to do music videos anymore. I might not do music videos at all. So my last one was in November. Now, I want to talk about how I've been feeling since I stopped doing music videos, which is kind of crazy. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but since I've stopped creating music video content, I feel like I'm kind of lost on this platform of YouTube. As weird as it sounds, like, I feel like I'm kind of lost. I feel like with music videos and me making music videos, it kind of influenced the sort of content that I was making here on YouTube, whether it be behind the scenes content or whether it be lighting setups, or I feel like all of that stuff, when that goes out of the window and I'm trying to do different things that I'm not excited about, I felt very lost here on the YouTube platform. And maybe you guys have felt it. YouTube is really not as fulfilling as I thought it was. I thought that me uploading content to YouTube, whether it be a vlog or a tutorial or whatever the fuck it is, I don't know. I thought that me uploading content to YouTube is what was making me feel fulfilled. But once I stopped creating music videos and then I just started to create YouTube content just for the hell of it, just to make content, I've noticed that it's just not fulfilling for me. As weird as it sounds, I feel like I'm bigger than YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I can do YouTube just for the sake of doing YouTube. Like, okay, this is all YouTube content. I'm just making content for YouTube. But when I make YouTube content about stuff that I'm actually passionate about and stuff that I'm actually interested in, it's fulfilling for me, you know? Me sitting on here on YouTube and talking about cameras to you guys all day is just not fulfilling to me. Like, it's cool for some people. I'm sure a lot of people love to sit here on YouTube and talk about camera gear and talk about lighting and talk about film gear and shit like that, but that's not really fulfilling to me. Like, I want to get here on YouTube and I want to talk about techniques that I just learned that I actually used in a project. And it's weird for me to talk about filmmaking techniques when I'm actually not out there in the field making stuff. Whereas a lot of people here on YouTube, no shade to anybody, you can do whatever the hell you want to do on here on YouTube. I want to make that clear. I want people to know that I'm not throwing any shade at anybody, but I feel like I'm bigger than that. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't feel fulfilled talking about stuff that I don't actually do. And that's how I felt for the past couple of months or so, if that makes any sense. Like, I'll obviously get on here on YouTube and talk about stuff that is relevant to me, but it's certain things that I've just been making videos about lately that are just like, I'm not excited about this. I don't feel good about this. This doesn't make me hype, you know? And I have a couple of ones that I'm actually really proud of, like the project I made about my family, the project I made about not giving a fuck as a creator. Those are two very important videos that a lot of you guys needed to see, but it's also a lot of BS that I felt like I've been uploading just because it's like, okay, I need to upload a video to YouTube just because. And that shit don't really fly with me. I'm not really interested in that. Let me change this memory card real quick. Basically what I'm trying to say is I love YouTube. Don't get me wrong. I like the YouTube platform, but I don't love YouTube as much as I love creating something. You know, obviously YouTube is creating something, but I want to create something bigger than just a YouTube video. So whether that be me creating a music video, or whether that be me creating a commercial or a short film, these are the things that I need to get back into to make me actually feel fulfilled with making a YouTube video. I want that stuff to be my primary source of fulfillment, and then I'll create content based around that. Without content here, this content here just feels weird, you know, and that's how I've been feeling. So after I said all that and everything I hate about music videos, where am I going? What am I doing? Where is this going to? I haven't quit music videos. I love music videos. I like to create music videos, but this break has taught me that I used to think that me sitting down and talking in the camera and cutting it down was the fulfilling thing to do. Like, oh yeah, I got a video up, I'm fulfilled. Like, nah, that's not really it, you know. Whereas the music videos, the bigger projects, whether that be me making a documentary, a mini doc about my family, or me making a mini doc about not giving a fuck as a creator, that shit is what gets me hyped, man. That's what I'm proud to put out. I'm excited to put that stuff out, you know? And when that stuff gets the feedback that it deserves, and then that's when I feel fulfilled, you know? So I need the real deal bigger projects to be the fulfillment for me, and then YouTube to be my secondary source of content. So I'm not quitting music videos. When this is all over and said and done, this pandemic that we're going through, I want to get back into music videos. But I want to get into another genre. That's 100% something that I have to do. I have to get into another genre. I need to experience outlooks from different artists and creatives, and I need to hear different subject matter on songs so I can expand my creative vocabulary. So I need to find a different genre, and I need to do something different every single music video. It's something different, like not me just moving a light to another side of somebody and calling that different. No, I need to do something creative, something that I'm actually excited to present to you guys. And present to people. So those are two things that I have to do once this is all over and done with. And I want to experience and I want to experiment with other sorts of creativity as well. I've had this on my board for the longest. It says, film my first short. I absolutely must film my first short film this year. That's something that I have to do. And I feel like I just been overthinking and I'm trying to go too big with it. Like, you know, it's cool for me to suck at short films and I gotta accept that. You know, I probably will be trash at it. But that's the fun. The fun is in learning something new and doing something different. And commercials would be something that's really fun as well, you know? So I'm just trying to expand my creative vocabulary and do things other than what I've been doing, whether that be with music videos, commercials, or short films. I don't plan on quitting music videos. I just need to do different stuff. And I'm not shitting on YouTube either. I love you guys and I love making the content here for YouTube, but that's just not what fuels me and drives me and gets me hype. You know, it gets me hype when I produce something that's dope as hell and I put it out and then there's a response and it's like, okay, cool. Now I can make a video talking about how I made this, and then that's the fun shit for me. It's not fun for me to sit here and talk about cameras. I don't care about cameras. Like, new cameras and rumors and shit is cool to think about and talk about, but like I'm not interested. I don't feel fulfilled when I get here on YouTube and I compare this camera to this camera in a super shitty situation that nobody will ever be in. Like, I don't want to put two cameras on a fucking tripod and film a candle and raise the ISO. Like, who the fuck does that? You know what I mean? You're never going to find yourself in a situation like that. Or put this camera on a tripod and this camera on a tripod and film a brick wall and zoom it into 800%. Like, who the fuck's filming brick walls and zoom it into 800%? Like, you know, a practical use with camera shit. Not to say I'm getting away from camera reviews. It just, I want to use this shit in a real world scenario, and I want to be in the field, and I want to fucking set up lights, and I want shit to be staged, and I don't know, man. I'm just not fulfilled right now. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So look, man, if you feel it in the content that I'm dropping as of lately, quarantining, we in the crib, I'm gonna try to do some creative stuff. But if that's what it is, then you know why. I just wanted to get this off my chest. It's been kind of bubbling for a long time. Like I said, I dropped a podcast on this entire topic with my fiance. She's talking about why she quit photography, and then I talk about more in depth about this music video stuff and the stuff that I've been hating with it. So make sure y'all go check that out, man. Subscribe to the podcast as well. Leave us a review. We got a podcast. We got an episode dropping really soon. We're gonna be recording a podcast later today, so it'll probably be up tomorrow. It should be on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. It's whatever. Look, I'm rambling. That was my talk. Let me know if y'all feel me down in the comments, man. I'm bored as hell. So look, if you drop me a comment, I'm gonna reply to it. I ain't got nothing else to do. With that being said, man, I'm out, man. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace. Deuces.